Every step that we stumble is part of the good game. It's all about the climb, no need to feel ashamed. Learn to fail, it's the only way to grow. Keep pushing forward, let your determination show. Gotta train, gotta practice, gotta hone your skills. You can't expect to win without putting in the drills. Success is stagnant, it's the failures that will teach. Embrace the journey, reach the goals out of reach. Rise and grind, never settle for less. Every stumble is a lesson in progress. Embrace the journey, seize the moment time. Failure is growth, success is stagnation, alright. You know I said failure is growth, success is stagnation, alright. You know I said failure is growth, success is stagnation. Failure is growth and success is stagnation. Yeah. Failure is growth, success is stagnation. Alright, yeah. Rise and grind, never settle for less. Oh, every stumble is a lesson in progress. Embrace the journey, seize the moment time. Failure is growth, success is stagnation. Alright, you know I said failure is growth, success is stagnation. Alright. Failure is growth, success is stagnation. Yeah. Running through the pixelated land, searching for supplies. Try to gather resources, but it's no surprise. Always running out of space, it's a constant struggle. Inventory full, like a never-ending juggle. Inventory shuffle, can't carry it all. Gotta make a choice, but I want it all. Moving items around, gotta make some room. Inventory shuffle in this pixelated tube. Dodging enemies, jumping over blocks, mining for hours, but it never stops. On the red track. check it now. Oh yeah, let it flim flam wow. Flam now, flim flam now. Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Hi ho ho, holla holla, him hey hi. Yeah. Jump on the beat, make the bass drop low. We moving fast, keeping it on the flow. Yo. Oh yeah, check it now. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. I'll show you how. Oh yeah, check it now. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Yeah. Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Hi ho ho, holla holla, him hey hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Oh yeah, check it now.
Host new session.
With a flim flam wow.
What does that mean?
Catch the flow, gonna show you how.
I'm hosting a session that allows my friends to join me. If Mary hops on, she's able to join me. He said I have to take a picture of my bass or something for her to show up or something. But I think this will also work. I think this will also work, everybody. It's also going to work.
Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Gotta flim the flam before you flim.
Let me know what you people think. Do you prefer the music or not? Sometimes the music's okay. Sometimes there's no music in the game, you know? And this is a nice filler thing as I'm talking. Depending on what's going on. Whoa. Alright, let's get back into things. I'm going to do a bunch right now, okay? Step 1, to check the economy scanner for any trade surges. And there's a trade surge for the mercantile economy. Let's go check out that galaxy map once I pull up my freighter. Oh boy. There's a dude that got the Neuralink implant, and he's a streamer. I really wonder how he's doing. You know? I really wonder how that guy's doing. He was streaming himself playing some game. I think Civilization. Or something. But he's using his brain and not his eyeballs. It looks like it's eye tracking, but it's not. It's like conscious desire or something. So I have to systematically repair these things, I think. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to check my freighter for any repair kits. I think I have a couple repair kits. I have to look it up. What does it take to get this thing flying? I might have to repair everything within the technology portion. I had a handful of repair kits somewhere. There they are. So, let me ask Grok. Because Grok knows everything. Brick by brick by brick by brick. By brick by brick. I'm drinking a Rockstar. I think these drinks are designed to look and almost taste like beer. You know? That's my theory. And some of them go more hardcore down that lane, and I think Rockstar is really trying to do that. Alright, so in No Man's Sky, okay, I'm trying to salvage an old spacecraft that I recovered from an emergency beacon quest. I found a damaged craft and simply chose to own it. Then it appears in my freighter, but damaged. I tried to go to the space station, but it won't let me swap to the new spacecraft to select it for salvage because it tells me the ship is too damaged. How much of the ship do I have to repair so that I'm simply able to go to the space station using a standard operational spacecraft and then be able to swap to the new damaged craft for salvage. How much of it do I have to repair? Let's see what it says.
To salvage a damaged spacecraft in No Man's Sky without needing to repair it extensively, you can use a method that avoids flying the damaged ship altogether. Here's a clear, step-by-step guide to address your situation, based on the mechanics of the game and the information available. Key objective. You want to swap to the damaged spacecraft at the space station to salvage it at the Starship Outfitting Terminal, but the game prevents swapping because the ship is too damaged. The goal is to get the damaged ship to the space station without repairing it, or with minimal repairs, and then scrap it.
Yep.
Minimum repairs required. You do not need to repair anything on the damaged spacecraft to salvage it if you use the teleport method described below.
But I did try.
The game automatically repairs the launch thruster and pulse engine to a functional state, enough to fly, when you teleport with the damaged ship as your active ship to a space station.
Okay, gotcha. Done.
This bypasses.
Solved. Solved. Done. Answered. Don't gotta repair it. Got it. That's what I thought the answer might be. That's what I thought maybe, but I forgot about the possible answer. So basically, if I want to salvage this ship to unlock these cool... So if I want to add this really cool wing to my ship, I think, you know? If that's even possible, I don't even know if I can modify my current ship or if I gotta build a new ship from scratch. I unlock parts, I believe, by salvaging old things, you know? And I get some other stuff in the process, but the ship is too damaged, so all I have to do is climb inside of the ship I want to salvage, and then I teleport, if I'm able to. But I can't. Because I don't have the teleporter unlocked on the ship. So whenever I have the teleporter unlocked on the ship, that is how I'm going to salvage these ships. That's the objective. Get the teleporter online on the ship. I'll sort of... Oh my god. I was sort of waiting on that, you know? I was getting other unlocks first. Things I really need. All these amazing things. Oh, I didn't really mean to leave yet. Alright. So, we are going to be flying to a mercantile system. I didn't really want to leave my ship there. No, sir. What in the world? I'm in some crazy orientation. Ah. I gotta do a couple things on the ship. And then a bunch of other things. And I'll be making a lot of money. We have 3 hours left in this trade surge. Now I got a plan for the ships. Okay, so I want to use this right here. Well, first I'll buy whatever I can in this current system before leaving. And debrief my frigate commander. Okay. Fleet command online. Calibrating to fleet commander Flim Flam. Debrief commander. Alright. Yep. And we got a bunch of stuff. Hot ice, iridescite, rhonium. Awesome. And 300, 400,000. I'm going to buy whatever I can if it's relatively cheap on discount. 30%, 40%, 50% off, 60% off. All that. I'm going to buy maybe one launch fuel. And that's it. So now I'm going to fly on down to a mercantile system. Game really is quiet. I guess I'll turn the music back. But I'll play it a bit lighter because some of these songs have lyrics. How about right about here? Let me know if that's too loud, okay? Is that too loud? Okay, we're looking for a system out here. There's a lot of stuff in this system. What do we have? We're looking for a mercantile trade surge with a trade surge there. There's more than one trade surge. This is a advanced materials economy, wealthy. Buy and sell a certain amount. Is there more than one trade surge? Probably not. That's a right there. That's a trade surge. And it is a blue star. And I could probably fly there and purchase everything with my standard ship. I have 12 million. Alright, so let me quickly empty out what I have. And then I'm going to fly there with my ship. If my ship itself has the indium drive, the emerald drive. That's for green star systems. I don't have the blue star system thing. See, suddenly I developed a need. Trying to work with this stuff here. And hello everybody, welcome. You've got Goob. You've got mail. Oh no. Let me know if that music is too loud, okay? Alright. Okay, it's gonna tidy up a couple things here. You go elsewhere, you go elsewhere. Elsewhere. This is a thermal protection. Let's see if I can use this stuff. Maybe no, it's too much. But I can get rid of something. So we have jetpack, tank 204, sprint and recovery time 20. So 204, 21, 29, 11. Okay, I'm going to remove this old one by destroying it. Boom. I'll move this guy over. And now it's even better. You see, now my jetpack is going to be so much better. Gosh. You got this thermal situation over here. So I'm going to store this technology. 1 second. Everything has to touch each other, dude. I'm gonna move this gauntlet over here. Okay. Hence the song. And with this fire thing, they have to be touching like kind. These different shields and modules. This is my exosuit, and these are modules in my exosuit to empower me. Okay. Alright. That's a repair kit I don't need right now, so I'll put that away in just a bit. Extra stuff, everything's okay. I'll be selling this stuff eventually. Very nice. This is all high tech. Very good. This is food. This is the Viking effigy. Okay, that's for the duplicates. Put this plant over here, very nice. Very good, and the rest goes outside. Oh yeah. And I'd be flying down to a different system. Alright, that's all good. Let me check on this stellar matter situation. Also this as well, I guess. I'm sure I can do something else with this in the background at all times, you know? I turned a pure ferrite into magnetized ferrite. You know? Before leaving this area. I'm sure it'll come in handy. It's just a tiered system. I think it's all worth the same probably, I don't know. But, you know, magnetized ferrite's further down the resource hierarchy. It's used in more advanced recipes. Pure ferrite's really just used in building, primarily. Ferrite is metal. You know? It's used in machinery and building material. There it is, and now let's go check all this, make sure well look, it's full. Good thing I checked, baby. It stopped working at 350, and now I have a ton of chromatic metal. I have so much chromatic. Oh, nope, not that one. Not that one. It's weird how just the front two were at 350 and all the rest are at 1. Interesting. Well, that was a lot of chromatic metal and magnetized ferrite, I'll tell you what. And now that's all done. Let's go send my guys on another expedition. All the stuff has to be done when you first start the game. Sort of. Certain things occur even if you're not logged in, I think. I can try a combat patrol. I think I have 2 combat dudes. Combat, support. Nah. How about... let's just do balanced and make sure it's successful by adding everybody. Trade, combat, support, and trade. Wait, this guy is damaged. Or something. Who knows what that red dot means? Whatever. And trade. Oh, that's it. And a temporary frigate upgrade allows mining crews to liquidize the substances they extract for both faster processing and easier transportation. Why not? Do it. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, and now I'll enter the warp map and we'll fly on over with the whole fleet right on down to this spot over here to make some meat. Or whatever. I'm gonna try doing this mission, deliver the goods, if I could. And in the process, buy and sell. Where is it? Deliver the... I have so many quests. That's not even the quest. Okay, tip for the future. Complete quests as you get them. It's crazy. Is this it? Right. Let's just do this mission. Where am I delivering the bromide salt? Is it here? Let's just hope so. Okay. Place a construction terminal. Huh? What are you talking about? Huh. A construction specialist room. Yeah. Right there. For now. And then I have to hire a base overseer. From the space stations. Okay. That might not be the official spot, but that's interesting. Alright, I don't know why it's giving me this quest now. I feel like I should push through the narrative down different angles here. If the game gives you stuff. Well, where's my ship now? In the middle. Alright. Base station. So now I have the phased beam. I feel like it has a limited... No, it's really good actually. Oh wow. Maybe. But so is everything else. But so is everything else. Let's go. I don't want to attack these guys. I'll get in trouble. Alright, step one, I'll check the mission board. Hey there, mission agent Niz. I want to hand in a few missions. Thank you. Now I want to kill 10 more creatures. Thank you. And 8 sentinels. Anywhere. Repair. I'm not going to do that mission. Raid a planetary harvester. Well, maybe I will. They should be in this system. These missions. Hi there, do you want to be my overseer? I'd rather have a Gek man. Carapace Flim Flam benefits all entities in conversions. Contribute, traveler, shell, research. Give me a random word, please. Friendship. Friend. Now. I will... Oh. practice a couple things on him. He might give me something nice. He might give me a mod or something. Dater. Warped. And I've just increased my reputation by 2. And that's it. Now this guy, I'm not gonna do anything but get the word. I'm requesting dialect help right now. Give me a word for something funky. I got the word for speech. Fine, I'll practice one word with you. Alright, just one. How about warning? I want to know your danger words. It's really important. Anyways, that's not good enough for me. No. Okay. Hey there, scientist. Give me a word and I'll move on. Thank you. I got the word for low. It might be important when I find some damaged facility and it's asking me to raise or lower something. Holy flim flam smile, the interloper, herc, and so forth. Mystery. I got the word for B. There's probably some free money or a nav beacon up here. Just a couple dollars. Good upgrade. I still need more upgrade slots, surprisingly. We ain't done yet. 125,000, that's fine. And I can purchase something for nanites. This is a more powerful shield in general. But I'm broke, so whatever. Do you have any extra multi-tool expansion slots? I do. Well, I'll be a Bobcat's gold thwaite. Who the heck are you? Whoa, traveler. I approached the lost traveler. Their skin is translucent, as if they were not truly there. We were born too late to make a difference. I wonder sometimes if there's any point in going on. If anything matters, if history would just sweep everything away. I'm sorry, I'm in a strange mood after all these last days, are they not? Go on. Traveler tries to smile, but they fails even that. I try to tell them that there is a whole universe out there, that there is value in living, even if life will end. They thank me for trying to help. They give me one of their possessions, claiming, oh god, that they will not need it anymore. Oh, thank you for the multi-tools, or whatever. Where'd you come from? Thank you, a place of interest. Alright, free Gek. Oh, Overseer. The Overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers that require a construction terminal. I'll do it. You're hired. Yes, buddy. Thank you. Bye-bye. Mission complete. and a free warp hypercore, and ooh, free ship storage augmentation. The different space stations have different stuff, clearly. And now let's expand my ship. Alright. And now, I want to deliver the goods. First, and then... Well, sorry. I was going to say, and then... Oh, this is stealing. Yeah, whatever. I was going to say, and then go down to the trade outpost, but if it's a drop-off, typically the drop-off is at a trade depot, but this is not a drop-off, this is stealing. But right after this, I'll be going down to a trade outpost to buy everything. Hey there, Gregory, how's it going? How you doing there, buddy? Oh yeah. First contact. You scan everything. I have a good scanner that gives me a lot of money from doing this too. I'm okay. Kind of. Took care of a lot of stuff yesterday in the real world because today's a federal holiday. You know, I had to get a lot of stuff done. You know why. So today will be a bit better in terms of stress and everything and crisis. Just very, very terrible. And I thank you for being here for a little while. Even if for a little while, you know. I can't be alone with my thoughts. This game here is pretty good here, No Man's Sky, you know. Lots of gameplay. I just completed a quest. Now, can I pull up my thing? Go check out my... Alright, launch thrusters are good. Let's go over here and get a few pieces of buried tech while I'm out and about. And maybe... Don't want to get too lost here. I came here for a reason to get some... to steal some tech. So I'll do that. And then I'll do other stuff because this game has a problem keeping track of the order of quests, you know, and yeah, this big old quest list can't figure out which one's which. I want to get those plants over there and then turn right around. Hmm. Yeah, man. These plants here are special. So in this game, No Man's Sky, there's, different biomes, and some planets like a cold planet or a super toxic planet or a super hot planet or a super radioactive planet and some other stuff. Okay. And so the hot planet will have a special plant. A special plant, you have to use special gloves to harvest all these special plants. These hazmat gloves. Without it, you can't get these plants. And then many advanced recipes use these materials, and you can grow them. But they take the core plant plus some material like dioxide or something for the frostwort. There's usually dioxide out here somewhere. You plant a lot. It takes 50 of the plant. I have missions to kill creatures as well. So we are heading back over here to do the target sweep. Back toward my plane. Oh, you had a MRI? I hope you're okay. Yeah, this, I heard that for MRIs you have to lay still forever. Right? That you can't move. Is it loud? I heard like it's terrible or something. Sorry, you moved. Gotta start over again. Nope, you moved at last. Did you have a scratch on your nose? You tell us and we'll scratch it for you. I don't know. All right. Interloper. Hello, traveler friend. Hello, traveler friend. Gra. Ahue. Ahue, traveler interloper. Oh, hey, Mary, aka Catgirl. I started up this session as a host. So that might be easier to join me or something. You said I have to take a picture of my base and upload the screen, Right? I'll do that. Something like that. I gotta upload a picture of my base or something like that. I don't know. What? Like I said, the game gets stupidly confused. Dang it. Game gets so confused. Loses track of things. There it is. Right? Gosh. Here's your new quest. Let's unmark your old quest and make it buried in your eternal quest list. Ah! Oh, you go into a small tube, you can't move. It's very loud and stuff. Oh, your dog give you a Xanax? Well, I guess so. How long does it take for the thing? You're breathing too deeply. Please breathe more shallowly. Breathe through your nose very slowly. Your chest is moving too much. Am I getting attacked right now? Sorry. Well, you gotta take an actual. Am I dying over here while I'm lost to my own thoughts? These animals are killing me while we're talking. Is that what's happening? Am I actually dying? Jeez, what's happening here? Oh, that was a mission to kill predatory creatures. Interesting. Interesting. And guess what? We lost a quest again. Isn't that funny? But anyways, yeah, so I know that you can do this, you know? But, I gotta do that for my base or something? But I know that there's an option to take a photo at the base module. You go upload base, upload new screenshot of base, you know? Are you talking about this photo mode or about the base module, like the base construction module where you upload the base and upload the... Which one are you talking about? 30 to 40 minutes is a long time. The laundromat wasn't bad at all. It took about half an hour for the wash, and maybe 20 minutes for the dryer. Surprising. I thought I might be there a bit longer, but it felt like it was a long time. Oh, so the photo mode, okay. And what does that do again? Can you believe these guys? So first of all, it's an order. Oh, my jetpack is so good. I gave myself a new jetpack upgrade this morning. Let me guess. Yeah. You can't figure out how to actually heal yourself? Oh, you eat food. You know? You can eat foods of different variety. I'm just not doing it yet. You know what I mean? I'm just not doing it yet. You can eat food to bypass all that. It actually restores your health. You know what I mean? But then after a brief delay, whatever. I'm just not eating any food right now. I'm collecting all the different ingredients, and I'm completely bypassing cooking anything at the moment. On purpose. Sort of like how I waited until I had enough materials to build. You know what I mean? I'll do that on purpose. I was collecting a bunch of different stuff, making little temporary bases until I had enough stuff. As far as I can tell, all you can do is just recharge your life support, and as far as I can tell, maybe that boosts your health regen. And some of these mods here, from what I can tell, some of them I think say... Nope. That's all just life support tanks, you know? Yeah. I don't really... I'm just stockpiling everything. But see right there, it says exosuit nutrient system will restore 2% health. And that's just the basic raw steak, you know? I'm just good. It's been a while since I used to cook all the good stuff. You know me. And I had this great big growing pal. You know, the whole food build thing. Okay, so we're about to rock that roll. Oh, come on. Why can't I do what I want to do? Give me a second. Here we go. Cue the Halo music. And boom. Thank you for the refresh. And boom. Thank you for the refresh, buddy. You're welcome, America. Now where the heck was I? Oh yeah. Got him. Got him, baby. Can I pet you? Can I ride you? I feel like you can ride this guy. Hey Mary, can you ride this? Spoiler, go ahead and tell me. If you get the bio command chip, you can ride him. Do one more quest and you could ride him. You haven't done that one quest yet? Knock knock. Flying high, the very best. Ooh, ha, ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Yeah, yep. I thought it might be common knowledge. Flim flam star, you can't go wrong. Alright, time to break dance. Well, that is awesome, actually. It's the geology cannon. My first time really using the geology cannon mod, but my plasma cannon is really good now. Okay, now we have the combat scope. Woo-wee. He's invisible. Okay. Too strong. Alright. I'm gonna hide inside for a second. Oh yeah, the first aid. First aid in the wall as well, Lori. You know? It's weird how life support is different than your life. We all know I didn't figure that out for a while. Right? Hey, why am I dying? My life looks just fine. Life's up there. But I'm not even sure how to read it. There's like a life bar, then a bunch of health symbols below it. Are those multiple life bars or what? Is it like some weird health shield? I gotta figure it out. Alright, download data. Done. Now where's all that loot? So the geology cannon, huh? It seems to work. Now, oh, I didn't use the blaze javelin like I should have. You know, I might take it off. It's just too many weapons on one thing. Uh-oh. Let's go. I'm moving on, I'm doing these things. Not worried about it. Let me load up my... Let me load up the truck. All the extra loot. How we're running this show here. Alright. Okay, what is this? Want me to go back already? No. What's this? Unknown grave. Sure. This whole system might be done. Probably not. This should be a filter to show all quests. Look, all these quests in this stupid area, but I can't. Okay, there's 3 here to be completed. Okay, deliver the goods. Where are the goods, please? The overseer. Okay, and then damaged machinery. I can't click. Can I click on them? When I open this map up, I can't click on the mission and then make that be active. You see, we're here. You know, we're zooming in. You can't really zoom into the system. I can't click on this and have it be a big menu, you know? And I can't select the mission from that. So what I'll do is I'll select... maybe this one? Yep. Here I come, Bosco. I'm trying to clear up my quest log, and then once it's cleared out, I'll be responsible about clearing it out in time so I don't have this problem again. Inventory shuffle. Get the inventory shuffle, baby. Whoa. 5 by 5, as they say in France. I said some controversial stuff on X earlier. Just because I say something doesn't mean I really believe it. I do believe it, but, you know, it's not like I actually believe it. But I do believe it. You know, it's not like I care about it. I don't care about it. But in a, you know, polarized universe, up and down, left and right. There is a video of someone entering the wrong hotel room. Oh, you have to do a friend code thing? But 1 second, I'm trying to group up with Mary here. Here's my friend code. Why can't I copy it? Here, I'll write it right here. My friend code. 1 second. Friend code. Victor Whiskey Bravo Sierra 818 Sierra X-ray Kilo 540. Yes, yes. And I'll add, I'll just do this other end over here. Maybe I can copy and paste that. Big and deep with a fiery glow. Nope. There she is. Give me your berries. Why? What did I do? What did I do? Okay, I'm here for a reason. Uh-oh. Great. Now I gotta kill some interceptors. Sweet. Get over here. Go, 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 Schnell. Heck is that? My playlist ends, and then all of a sudden, just playing somebody else's stuff? I don't think so. So yesterday, I was on the internet, and somebody played a clip of Eminem rhyming things with orange. You know, orange, a 4-inch door hinge, you know, storage, porridge, and so forth. And then somebody else asked Grok to write a rap in Eminem style using that format, you know. And then someone said, that looks like garbage. And then I took that and did this to prove it doesn't sound like garbage.
Yo, I'm spitting like M with a pen that's enormous. Peeling back the rhyme scheme. Yeah, I'm messing with orange. 4-inch door hinge. I'm storing it in the storage. Ate porridge with George. Now I'm dodging a shortage. Syringe in the fringe. I'm arranging a chorus. Bloonge on the ridge. Got the flow that's victorious. Spit savage. No baggage. My rhymes are a voyage. Twist language like canvas. Paint truth with no forage. From lows ins to challenge.
That. And I made that, you know, a little bit. Like 25 seconds. And are they done now? Am I free? Okay, can I go back and do what I was doing before I was interrupted? Orange. I had a bag of Skittles yesterday. Those weren't my lyrics. That was somebody else's lyrics that they asked Grok to make based upon that interview that Eminem had where he said orange, porridge, orange door hinge, George, you know. And then I asked Grok to, just so you know how this the whole universe works now. Okay? This is how the whole world works now. See? So, for example, I did this.
Eminem's rap style is characterized by rapid-fire delivery, intricate rhyme schemes, and a blend of humor, aggression, and personal storytelling. His flow often features unpredictable cadences, multisyllabic rhymes, and a mix of playful wordplay with dark, introspective themes. He frequently uses internal rhymes, assonance, and clever punchlines, delivering lines with high energy and a slight nasal tone. To emulate this, focus on complex wordplay, dynamic pacing, and a confident, confrontational attitude. Style description: fast-paced flow with intricate multisyllabic rhymes, aggressive delivery, witty wordplay, and a mix of dark humor and personal narratives.
Okay. And I clarified those for Suno for the proper formatting. You know. Clarifying. Yeah, I know. And here's the final style description.
Style description: high energy, fast-paced rap with complex multisyllabic rhymes, aggressive and dynamic delivery, sharp witty wordplay, a fusion of dark humor with personal storytelling, and a distinctive nasally vocal tone with a slightly raspy edge and intense inflection.
Because I can't say Eminem. You know what I mean? But I can systematically ask some other AI system to thoroughly describe what somebody else sounds like. Describe what Elvis sounds like. Or describe the exact subgenre of whatever the heck Elvis is. Whenever he would do the same exact song as somebody else, what makes him special about his voice and the style and so forth and so on, because other people made, for example, whatever You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog is, whatever genre that is, other people did the same thing as him, but what made him special? Try your hardest, Grok. Now tell me in detail what makes him special. Now turn that into a style description. You know? And you can do that without saying, hey Suno, make an Elvis song. Or even make a 1950s rock and roll blues song. You know? If you say Nashville, it'll know what you're talking about, I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean? A Nashville country rock and roll blues. You know, there's a specific sub thing to get around sounding like somebody. Even famous faces can be described using archetypes, you know? A person is attractive for reasons beyond themselves, you know? There's some desirable construct in our minds of what is attractive, and people are closer or further away from that, you know, that exists beyond themselves. Otherwise, what are you comparing them to? You know what I mean? And then you can describe the core archetype, or one of several core archetypes, in some language, and then do a mixing match. Like, why is Jennifer Connelly attractive? Her dark eyebrows? You know? Why is somebody else attractive? Their wide set, larger eyes? Okay. You see what I'm getting at here? You can just construct somebody using known things that people like, and it starts to look like somebody. If you described what Indiana Jones should look like out of your mind, you know, if you just read, if there was a book series of Indiana Jones, you might have a mental image of what he would look like based upon vague descriptions of his beard stubble and, you know, the hat and whatever. Even though the book isn't giving you a picture of his face, perhaps, unless you have cover art, you know? It's just people's reactions, and you have this construct in your head, and you know just about how tall they should be, their general build, you know, vague facial features with the nose and chin. And then in the casting department, they look for someone that can fulfill that role. Because they already know what they're looking for, you know, in movies. They look for someone else to fit an existing concept within a margin of error, within a certain bubble. So they're already casting, like Hugh Jackman was cast as a Wolverine for reasons beyond himself. You know what I mean? It's because he looks like something that people want. So this guy can play a good Wolverine. Or whatever. You know? I'll find a good analogy for you in just a bit. These guys are having a problem. Synthetic white hole experiment disaster. Remove flim flam. Synthetic what the heck? Experiment disaster. Remove. Synthetic white something. Experiment disaster. Remove. Synthetic experiment disaster. Remove. I don't know what this word means. Oh no, the one word that is all that matters. Arenberga. Oh no. Deactivate charge reservoir. Electron vapor. Coin flip. Heads is 1, tails is 2. Obvious. It's obviously going to be the electron vapor, because if you think about it, this guy's complaining about the flim flam, and he's saying there's something wrong, and it's synthetic, and it's all up in me. Help me remove it. You know. And he's freaking out. Or the charge reservoir. I don't think that would be really an issue, you know? That's how much energy he can hold. Backup energy. Maybe there's too much energy. Synthetic problem. The wrong kind of energy. Let's go for the electron vapor. He's dancing. I tap an entry on technician entity Rappa Luhe's control pad. I feel the charge surge through the air between us. The whiff of ozone unmistakable. They jolt dramatically and appear to be calm. I don't know the precise nature of the experiment, but the Korvax seems to be relieved to be free from it. They thank me profusely and offer me a gift. A pulse engine module. I punch you right in the chest and almost kill you. Thank you. Now move aside. Pure ferrite. Pure ferrite. Chromatic metal, magnetized ferrite, cobalt. Will do. Alright, ferrite dust right there begin to become pure ferrite in the background. Okay. Unload my pockets. Kind of curious about something. It's true. You can ionized stuff. Okay, and now I just need some delicious right here, ferrite dust and the ship. Right there, all done. Have a nice day. I ain't gonna interlope on you if you don't interlope on me. Okay, we want some magnetized stuff, please. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. I have to unload my pockets. Excuse me. Recharge. Auto diagnostic system processing success. I have completed my repairs. I should let the owners know of my success. Excuse me, princess. Where's my ship? It hasn't recharged yet. Huzzah! I'll go there on foot. This jetpack's doing pretty well these days. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Sorry. Bim boom bam bim bim boom bam bim. Deliver the goods already. Come on now. Deliver the goods. Then I can be on my way. Maybe? Alright, clear up that quest log, baby. Then maybe I can pick up some more salvage data along the way. This might be a trade depot. I mean, it should be. And I'll buy up everything while we're here. And that's actually why I came here. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to go to a star system that has a bunch of quests open that also has some sort of trade profit situation occurring at the same time. And then while I'm there, I see what I can... My god. I just buy up everything. And whenever I have a massive quantity of one type or another, I then go to the appropriate system and then sell everything. Either in my freighter or in the local starport. Look, my cape is flapping. That's funny. But give me words. Would you like a core vaccine casing? Give me one of your in-between words, please. Thank you. Hugh. Have a gift. I'll practice one time. Discovered. I'll mark it on your map. You gave me empty nav data. Aggression. You gotta find out these bad words. Divergence is bad. Tell me more of your bad words. Corvax. Got the word for bless. Give me one of your words. I want aggression. Corrupted. That's a very important word. You know? Data corrupted. Done. Oh no. I don't have any bromide salt. Oh no, I misplaced the thing. Oh, it's in my freighter, I think. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs and get the bromide salt. I'm almost absolutely sure I did not sell it. I have a box with some stuff in it. No. Wrong one. That still works. Now I should have an interloper here. But I should have a overseer here. Hail. Well met. Greetings. See you around. Hail and well met, friend. Oh, bromide salt, I know you're in here. Bromide salt, I know you're in. No. Bromide salt. I don't have any bromide salt. Maybe I sold it. I don't know what it looks like. I don't got no bromide salt. I ain't got no bromide salt. Whatever. However. Sweet home in your meat now. And wiring loom, microchip, the mordite, and some produce. Good. Trade terminal. I'll buy what I can. 49% off, 60% off. Yeah. And I'll buy the phosphorus. And dioxide. Not bad. And I'll buy 2 unstable plasma. That's it. That is it. Okay, we're done here. I'm gonna leave this system and go someplace else and come back when I get some bromide salt. What's up with you, buddy? Yeah, so much to learn, so much to see, and what's wrong with taking the back streets? Because you never know if you don't go, and you never shine if you don't glow. You know, it's a cool place. They say it gets colder. Bundled up now, wait till you get older. Media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. Water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. The world's on fire, how about yours? I swear I can never get bored. That song about global warming? Whole verse about it. How many references do you gotta make in a row? Take this glass and let the starlight flood into your jolly home. Thank you for the Oh, now there's an alternate recipe for glass using frost grip. Thank you. What else you got, buddy? Everything pours through glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. There are other things we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal. Oh my gosh, do it. The Korvax here have suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg of you. The overseer asked me to gather chromatic metal. I've done it. He's already making themselves useful. A science terminal, a new Korvax guest, and all just for a handful of chromatic metal. Here you go. All done. Our relationship is not yet clear, you see. But it's obvious from the urgency in the Gek's voice that they are uncomfortable with my inaction. I sense they have grand plans for me. It's only natural, I assume. They must sit here alone, bound by some unknown pact, while I have the freedom of the stars. The Overseer is anxious for me to continue with my mission. I apologize to the Gek for my lack of speed. They seem to be pleased with my flim-flam. I gotta check one thing really quick. Morning time, and I gotta check one thing. Let me just, 10 minutes. Play some music for you for a second. I gotta check one thing. I gotta check my email for a second, okay? Enjoy this song.
Every setback is stumble. It's part of the game. It's all about the climb, no need to feel ashamed. Learn to fail, it's the only way to grow. Keep pushing forward, let your determination show. Gotta train, gotta practice, gotta hone your skills. You can't expect to win without putting in the drills. Success is stagnant, it's the failures that will teach. Embrace the journey, reach the goals out of reach. Rise and grind, never settle for less. Every stumble is a lesson in progress. Embrace the journey, seize the moment time. Failure is growth, success is stagnation, alright. You know I said failure journey, seize the moment tide. Failure is growth, success is stagnation, alright. You know I said, failure is growth, success is stagnation, alright. Failure is growth, success is stagnation. Running through the pixelated land, searching for supplies. Try to gather resources, but it's no surprise. Always running out of space, it's a constant struggle. Inventory full, like a never-ending juggle. Inventory shuffle, can't carry it all. Gotta make a choice, but I want it all. Moving items around, gotta make some room. Inventory shuffle in this pixelated dude. Dodging enemies, jumping over blocks, mining for hours, but it never stops. Found a rare treasure, but can't take it home. Inventory's capped out, where did it all go? Can't carry it all. Gotta make a choice, but I want it all. Moving items around, gotta make some room. Inventory shuffle in this pixelated dude. Dodging enemies, jumping over blocks, mining for hours, but it never stops. Found a rare treasure, but can't take it home. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow, flam loud, flim loud. Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Hi ho ho, holla holla, him hey hi. Yeah, yeah. Jump on the beat, let the bass drop low. We moving fast, keeping it on the flow. Yo. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. 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 Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Hi ho ho, holla holla, him hey hi. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Yeah. Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Show you how. Well met, greetings, see you around. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Gotta flim the flam before you flim flam now. Catch the flow, wanna show you how. Hi ho ho, holla holla, him hey how. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. Catch the flow, gonna show you how. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, with a flim flam wow. flow, gonna show you how. Hi ho hum, holla holla him hey hi. Yeah, yeah, how. Well met, greetings, see you around. Flim flam, flam. Well met, greetings, see you around. Flim flam, flam.
Oh boy.
I'm soaring high, up in the sky, across the map. I'm on
Hello, everybody. I have returned.
a funky
I'm still talking to this guy over here.
built with Lego.
I'm over here. I'm over here. The chromatic metal, do you have it? Yeah, it's only natural, I suppose.
Made it strong,
We turn this down a little bit. I still sort of want it playing.
zooming fast,
Just a bit lower.
time to rest, flying high,
Alright, here we are. Give me a hi-ho hum, please.
across the map.
It's only natural, I suppose. They must sit here alone, bound by some unknown pact, while I have the freedom of the stars. The Overseer is anxious for me to continue my mission. I apologize to the Gek for my lack of speed. Do I not have... Oh, I don't. So when I say put it in the storage, it's not automatically given to the guy. Kinda weird. I have to actually hold it to give it to him. The chromatic metal. I guess that confirms... I guess that confirms that I want to give it to him. Otherwise, he'll just grab it from me. This lets me know that I'm giving it to him. Our relationship is not yet clear, but it's obvious from the urgency in the Gek's voice that they are uncomfortable with my inaction. What do you want now? There you are. I have the stuff. I asked you paid them for their service they are performing for me, and they laughed and claimed that my child did many years from now. Whoa. My child paid for the services many years in the future. The Overseer asked me for the chromatic metal. I give it to him. Perfect. I knew you'd succeed. Just when I need to finish a science terminal. Oh my gosh. You have lured the universe in our greed, traveler. This planet is no exception, but there's much that can be done. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data from the terminals. I should use it to fashion plans for a storage container. Okay, you see? So I hope this is helping you out, Lori. Because you should probably do this before you go the other route. Because this guy's going to give me the plans for the storage container. I'm not even sure what I did to unlock this guy. But I didn't have him at first. All of a sudden I went to a different system. And the game told me, you should look for an Overseer now. I don't know what the trigger was, but now I have an Overseer. And he gave me a science room. And now he's about to give me a storage room. The Overseer claims that I will find data for a storage container, blueprint, and nearby flim-flam. I'll do it. But now we have a science specialist room. Okay, I'm going to put it right here. This is going to be really awesome.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Hire a base scientist. What is happening with this game? I have no idea what the mission is. I just went to a... Well, was it... I'll show you this... I would show you the space station I'm at, but it doesn't really matter. Not the same. No? And I've had the freighter for a bit before the game gave me the option. I was just flying around and I went to a new system, and then the mission triggered. It said, go find an overseer. And then I went around, and then I went to a space station, and there's a dude just standing there. So you know how when you're at a space station, there's always like a Gek dude kind of standing, or a Gek or a Viking guy kind of standing there in the middle of the second floor? That guy is hireable if you have the right credentials, and I spoke with him. Okay, so what the heck does this do? Korvax controlled systems. Okay, well, here we go, people. I have to go find this blueprint and get a scientist. How exciting! And I can't wait to actually rearrange everything. It's going to be wonderful. You see how much stuff I'm getting? Not this stuff. I mean, how many different rooms? We just unlocked a couple new rooms. And there might be some sort of advantage to having more than one science officer. I'm not quite sure yet, which requires more space. Alright, here we go. Go recruit that science officer. But it was not on a random space station. It happened once I warped to a star system. And then after that, I went to a space station to go find somebody. I mean, it was when I took my freighter and warped to... Let me show you. You know, I was doing my normal thing like I do. There's no indication of anything being odd or different. And I just, took my freighter and warped it someplace else. And once I showed up in that star system, without clicking on anything, the mission triggered. And then from there it said, go find an overseer. And then my memory triggered, saying I have to go down to the space station to go find the overseer. You know? Okay, here we go. Step 1. Weird stuff. I met some condition. Maybe, I don't know. So, I think I'll have to play several times to... really know how to play the game the first time through. For initial playthrough, because there's a certain order you can do these things to avoid having to pay for stuff, and I might try to focus a bit on the quests. Go turn in some stuff here. Look at all these missions. Kill 3 sentinels. Kill 10 creatures. Kill 11 creatures. Raid a planetary harvester. I've already been here.
Navigational data received.
I'll buy the sodium nitrate, why not? Nav data right here. I already got it though. Yeah. I'll practice one word on you. Give.
Units received.
Hey there, free Gek. I will hurry. Oh, this is my overseer. That's weird. That's my overseer. And did they send me here or not? Scientist. I'm supposed to find a scientist, right? Right? Hmm. One second. The problem is you don't have the quest highlighted. Right? This game, I tell you. Boom. And now? Hold on. Almost. I bet you it's because it... Where is it? Wait, where'd the quest? Anyways, let's go find that data.
Navigational data received.
I'll find the scientist I need eventually. Let's go find that data. More pulse drive action. All right. And blip. And skip. Thank you for charting. Oh yeah. And yo, Allison, how's it going there, buddy? Welcome. User identified, terminal active. The place the observer has led me to has long since fallen into disrepair. The panels are buried beneath the same oily, pulsating fauna that I have seen before in long abandoned buildings. Aha! I think I figured it out, Lori. Lori, are you listening? The trigger. The trigger is initially having the freighter and then finding enough of this stuff in facilities. You know, encountering the biological horror and the weird goop and leading along with this dialogue tree, engaging with this enough times to push up to a certain point in the storyline. There's like a weird storyline with this goop stuff. You know, you probably have to reach a certain point there and have the freighter, and then boom. Alright, Allison. Catch you in a bit. Thank you for stopping by. Gotta watch that thing. Gotta. Leave me alone. The saying, I figured out the trigger. Okay? Or part of the trigger for the overseer. You have to have already been a certain distance in this weird biological horror quest line and have the freighter, and then all of a sudden the thing just pops up. The air is fetid and damp. I power up the terminal with little hope of success, but to my surprise it buzzes noisily and brings to life. My overseer's intuition has served me well so far. I shall have to trust that these schematics contain the required data. Terminal breach. Security measures activated. User logged and data wiped. Terminal has not responded positively to my probing. I have the data I need, but there seems to be little hope of gathering any more information. Alex, the machine remains Unresponsive. Alright. Huh. I don't wanna.
Units received.
Let's go. I'm on a mission here. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. Return to the Overseer at my own compound of yore, maybe? Yep. Right here. I want to push down a couple of these threads a bit, okay? Hey there. I've done what you wanted, okay? Now let her go. You're back. I'm so glad, friend. I will extract the storage blueprint. I already have the storage blueprint. Sucker. Now here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I paid good nanites on that, you know. I was beyond the curve with my potential. Now then, do you think, friend, that we should put that science terminal to use? Fill our home with the clicks and lights of the Korvax? Don't be racist. Be so lovely. The Overseer feels the base would benefit from a Korvax scientist that would like to see good use made of the blueprint. Too bad the quest disappeared. I stuck him way over here in the corner. Now, will this give me a quest? Okay, good. Wait. There it is. Okay, good. Now we're good. Let's hurry the heck up before this quest disappears. I don't want my active quest to change. Let me check out the freighter warp map for a second. Okay, we're good? I see the quest. While I'm in the area, let me quickly repair. So here's that frigate minigame I mentioned. So you see how I have this frigate here?
Warning. Threat detected.
And this frigate over here? All these damaged frigates? What? You're nowhere near me, shut up. Watch this. Wait, am I in combat or something, or what? Fine, let me go kill this guy. Jeez.
Hostile ships approaching.
Just a little bit. Okay, back to the thing.
Hostile ships defeated.
Let me quickly right here, right there, right here. Now my quest is gone. We're still trying to get this scientist going. Hire a scientist for your base. Will do. Go back right exactly here, please. I'll go repair those ships later on. But every so often your expeditions fail and you have to repair your frigates, run around them. It wouldn't let me land. Where's the front hole? Either front or back. Jeez, man. Oh my gosh. Ah. Here we go. Perfect. And done. They're trying to hide over here. Trying to hide your front door, buddy? A bunch of flim-flam? How dare you? Oh yeah, with a... Oh yeah, and a... I think they said hire a Korvax scientist in a Korvax controlled system. I think that's what they said. But you're a scientist, right? Now work for me right now. You want a jab? What the heck? Okay, let's go to a Korvax controlled system then, huh? What's going on with this game? So here's a problem. One second. I think I'm supposed to be doing this in my actual base. Can you have one overseer per base, or just one overseer in general? I think you're supposed to be doing this on an actual planet, because they're talking about planets and so forth. Because look at the language here. Look at the language right here. It says, "I have established the core of a habitable base out here in the wilds. This planet seems like a suitable place to settle down." You know what I mean? So, is that even available here? Or is it... maybe it's just a freighter. I'm not even sure. I don't even see the option. I don't see the science. No, I think it's just a freighter thing, because that was the actual room for the freighter. I don't know why it has that language, though. Punks. Well, while I'm here, I want to go ahead and unload my ship. You know? But it's not true, because step 1, I don't see it here. I don't see the option to build the base construction thing, guy and the scientist guy, unless it's a one-time deal and it doesn't appear anymore. Maybe it's here. No. Wait. No, that's all cosmetic. You know, that's step 1. Step 2, on the freighter, it was an actual room, like the science guy room, the instructor guy room. So there's that. Alright, give me your stuff, please. There's the bromide salt. No, that's not the bromide salt. Right now I have to unload all this stuff into my storage. That's sort of what I do. I hold on to things in my exocraft until I get to a point where I gotta put it away, and then I do it here on the planet. If I can't do it on the ship, I have no access to my exocraft on the ship. No power? How's that even possible? Not possible. Okay, let me go check on something. Distractions, man. Problem is I can't even open up my box with the power off. Let me go check on my site over here. Over here, over here, over here. Okay, well, generating power. Generating power, right? Right? Yep. And then... Yep. Just make sure that there's power by adding a light or something. I'm gonna add a light just to confirm there's power at this point. Well, let me do it for reals. I'll just flatten out this portion here. And then the wire. Okay, we got power. Alright, moving on down the hill. Does it say how much power we have? Doesn't even say. Doesn't even say one day. You know, this reminds me of my... I'm having a flashback right now of my job in the army, by the way. I've had to do this. Whatever this is. And by this I mean, go out there and check and see why the flim flam isn't working. And there's like a blizzard. You know, I'm alone checking on some wires and cables. It happened several times, like in Afghanistan. Hey there, Mary. I'm just checking on my line here. The power shut down in my basement, making sure. Sometimes things despawn or whatever. Where is it? Next time I'll make an actual road, I think. Maybe I should do it now. Flim flam flam, we can't go wrong. Alright, so with mild transitions as we go. Well, specifically, there's like cameras and stuff, and they're on these big crane, with these telescopic, craney sort of things with a control panel, and it has like a power source and everything, and then the whole thing gets covered in ice and snow, and then the cables are running to some other power source through here, and the signal's going that way through another thing, but it's all covered in layers and layers of snow in a trench, and then they wake me up at like 3 a.m. or something like that, when my shift is normally at normal time after breakfast. You know what I mean? Hey, there's something wrong with the cameras. Oh no, something wrong. We go inside, do the diagnostic, and say, okay, well, time to get ready for the... They're all looking at me drinking coffee. You know what I mean? What I tell you. And, you know, I guess somebody else would have said, alright, I need 3 soldiers. I need 3 soldiers assigned to me for my job. Find them. Rotate out. It'll be a new duty assignment to go help out the camo guy. You know what I mean? That's what they would do. They would invent a new duties assignment. Did I find the end of the cable? That's cool. No, I did not. What the heck? Oh, from that point forward, it's invisible. That's where the other base takes over. Let me add a light here. You could just say, hey, platoon sergeant, I need a couple soldiers every so often. Not all the time, but every so often I do need a bit more help. And if they're already ready to go, that'd be fantastic, you know? Basically every Tuesday I gotta empty out the whole Connex to take out and put back in a bunch of radios for inspection. There's a certain time window that has to happen. I've been doing it by myself. It'd be way better if we had just maybe 2 or 3 soldiers. I think Hodgkins, Ramirez, and Jamison will be fantastic. Don't worry, I'll get you out of the 4-mile run. Watch this. On Friday morning, I need these 3 guys to go help me. You can do that in the future. What's this? Look at what I made. It's so adorable. Stay warm. Stay warm. Stay warm. Stay warm. Stay warm. Alright, I'm gone. What in the world are you supposed to be? Come back to me. Come back to me. I'm dying over here.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Yeah. Tease out the honey.
Insert inventory.
The honey glands are empty. I can't ride you? Why not? This is garbage. Alright. So from this point forward, the wires are invisible. So I'm going to make a new path. a backup path, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. So I know what I'll do. I don't know. I'll use the light as a bridge, perhaps. Maybe. I have to have like a separate circuit. I also have a short-range teleporter. Okay. Oh, this is on. So now we know that if this light is on, we're good to go. So I'm going to make a new path, but from this path forward... Oh, so in other words, what I'll do is... I'm going to delete this wire. And then make a new path from this lamp forward. You know, so I know that for sure. Yes, it is Slammer. Little baby Slammer. I think that was a missed opportunity, wasn't it? You could have called him Booger or something. You know? For a new Ghostbusters movie. Like, they find the old Slimer is still there. And that he surrenders his life to save the Ghostbusters. But then they find a part of him, like Baby Groot. I guess Guardians of the Galaxy already did that exact concept, didn't they? So it's not a missed opportunity. Somebody else already took it. Okay, so I'm gonna run this wire from this lamp forward so I can see it, and then connect it over at the end. And I'll probably have a new system in the future where I make roads, not just for road's sake, but to move power around, you know? And there's pipelines as well, I'm pretty sure, with silos that you have to fill up through remote mineral and gas extraction. These automated systems. And I want you to see it. So I'm going to go right here. I want it to be ugly and invisible like that. So I'm going to put this lamp right here. And then... there's that. Okay. Now this base over here has power. Alright, it has power now. Okay, I think I know how it works. Okay? Here's my theory, alright? Are you ready? There is nothing really wrong with how my wiring was set up. But I think that this game logic works in certain ways. Step one, I think there's certain elements that are always operational, whether or not you're here, whether or not you're even logged in. Okay? Whether or not you're even logged in. Step one, there's day-night cycle, there's solar panels, you know, I'm generating power locally. Let me explain. Shut up. I can't talk with that rolling. Okay. So here's my theory. Let me know what you think. I got base A right here. Base B is way over there in the hill. But for some reason I'm able to extend base B all the way up to a certain point. You know? And I could keep going, but then it really becomes base A. The reason why I know it becomes base A is because this spot has... ouch. Ooh, that really hurt me.
Technology recharge.
It's right here. This object which makes all my wires invisible. So as I'm connecting the wire all the way down the hill, at a certain point the wires from that point forward are invisible. But here's the thing. They're only invisible if there's power. If the wires are visible, that means that there's no power. Okay. I tested it, and it seemed like the power is being sent all the way through. There is a connect pathway, there is a connect wire, or there is a complete circuit running all the way through. And I didn't really have to make a bypass, but I couldn't see the wire because the thing's on. But, you know, by the thing, I mean the wire cloaking unit is active. The wires are invisible, which means there's power. But I didn't really have to do anything beyond that point. At that point, it was operational. For some reason, when I showed up, there was no power, which is weird. Now, to see the total power, I can click on a solar panel. It says 350 kilo something available. Okay. Kilo power. 217 used. And the grid storage is going up. The battery is storing more and more and more and more. Now, it says I have 217 used. I think we're about to find out the answer here, okay? Let me head right back there. I think my aircraft is probably... Let's see how much I'm producing. Then I'll give you the full answer. The full answer is whenever it's nighttime, the batteries are drained throughout the night. And if there isn't enough power to supply the 217, then the power shuts off, in theory. And if there isn't enough power coming through from the other side over, then the whole circuit kind of shuts down because there's not enough power for the whole circuit. And all the buildings are connected, so the entire thing loses power. It's not like part of it has power and the other part doesn't have power. The entire thing doesn't have power. You know what I mean? It's sort of like all of your modules inside of your exosuit degrade their quality whenever you add too much. It's not like just the final thing isn't active. The entire thing is lowered down. In this case, your entire grid gets shut down. So what I want to find out right now...
Technology recharge.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. I want to find out how much power I'm producing. Hey Mary, I should be your friend now. Cat girl in chat. Right here. I should be your friend because I saw you show up earlier. Lawcat. I clicked right here and then I added what you wrote there, Mary, and then there you are. Look, see? There it is, see? Boom. There it is. That's you? That's you, right? I'm guessing. And then I did write my code. I'll write it again. Oh, the problem is, Mary, that the chat system in Restream doesn't get sent to X. It gets sent to Facebook and YouTube. So whenever I write stuff in the Restream chat, it doesn't show up on X. Separate thing. Maybe I should leave my friend code in the, I don't know, I just don't want a bunch of random people in my friends list. You know? That's a way for someone to sabotage. But I did turn off, I did do this thing here, where because by default, you know, this is on. So I said, can add base parts, no one. Can delete base parts, no one. Can access refiner, no one. Can edit base terrain, no one. You know, I did do all that earlier. That's good. And then I have an invite only, where a person can't just invade me. You know, but you should be on my friends list there. But where the heck am I? I wanted to see... Oh, that's like a wolf. But horribly not at all. How much power are we producing over here, huh? That's a lot. What are we talking about? Well, hold on. Okay, maybe. Maybe I make a little booth halfway through the two bases, you know? And in that booth there's going to be a bunch of batteries. And then a tap in on both sides, like a transmission building, to bridge the power. Because that was 1,000 power in the grid, and over here it only said 270 in the grid. So the power is not being sent through. And I can't see it here until I have the magnetized ferrite. 1 second. Let's get this magnetized ferrite up in my life. Give me a moment.
No free slots in suit inventory.
My favorite words. No free sloots in suit inventory. Alright, so condensed carbon. All I got, huh? And turn this carbon into condensed carbon. There it is. Just a little bit. Okay. That should be enough, along with what was already produced over here. Okay, so now I just want one battery. The battery will tell me how much power is in a circuit, I think. So, right here it says 2104. A T5. Right? Good, but then from that point forward, it's different.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay. And then from right here, it's 0. Okay. And then from right here, it's 4,000. If I patch out and go back in, now it's 15,000. What's happening? 17, 18,000. Oh my gosh. Boop, 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 boop. Now that should all be connected. Alert. Now why is that visible? It's not visible, good. But why are the lights off? No clue. Why is there insufficient power? Makes no sense. Oh, where? And why? And woe and we. What the heck is happening? How far do I gotta go? Too bad I can't look at a cable and say, yep, there's power. Are there two wires? Why is it all snowy? Level everything out here. All these distractions from my mission. But hey, this is important. Now we know that I really have to make roads, I guess. For this power situation. Why must the game make me suffer so? Insufficient power, says who? How?
Storm clearing.
There's a battery right there with a million. How is it even possible? With power, look, it's red. Okay. What if I... Oh, hold on. You're flashing red. What if I did this? Why are you still flashing red? Charged battery. Maybe you're supposed to tap off the sides or something? What if I have it separate from all of that and head it over here? Let's just see what happens if I connect another battery. But I can't. So in series, okay, well, that makes sense. It's a linear in series directional thing. I had two things plugged into one here. That makes sense. But then we have things branching off before the battery. And, I think maybe...
Protection falling.
That might work. No. Green. Red, blue, red. Let's just remove all of this. Okay. You are also some color. I need some condensed carbon and magnetized ferrite for a second. Really quick.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
And I have that upstairs, I think. I'll go upstairs to get that condensed carbon. The easy way. I think. You know what? I actually have all the carbon in a separate box. A separate box, actually. All by itself. Where's that box at? Oh boy. Box number 4. Box number 4 has the goodies in it. Really quick. No power for you. So weird.
Protection falling.
Where were we? I mean, somewhere. Right there.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I'm sure there's power coming out of this. How far can I stretch here? Let's find out. I might want to build some sort of pillar or post for wires in the future. Why are you red? You can't daisy chain lights? Hold on a second. One wire coming off. You can't daisy chain lights? I think I was just connecting them wrong. Wait, that last one is not connected. Let's see if that works. As is. Okay, you see? Yeah, I'll figure it out. Alright, that works. Some reason. That thing is crazy. This should be blue all the way down. Trying to do this before daytime. You're red. And you're invisible. Oh. 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 I think I understand. It's about... I think it's about where I'm standing when I start building. Because right now I'm trying to join two bases together. I'm not even sure that if that's even possible. You know? If I start building from, I think, over here, it doesn't say anything. But if I go way over here... One second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If I start over here, and then enter base building mode. Hold on. If I start over here, and then enter base building mode. Well, it was telling me somewhere. Oh god. Well, it's daytime now, so. Oh man. I'll figure it out. Let me unlink these bases. Okay, the problem is, it was saying now editing base flim flam behind me. And before, when I was stretching the cable down from that top of that hill, it was saying now editing the other base. And then, I don't know if the power can even flow between bases. I can ask Grok. Grok will know the answer. Because I'm trying to figure what the whole point is, you know? I mean, isn't that the whole point? For example, I have this survey scanner, and you look for distance. You're looking for distant power, you know? You're looking for distant minerals. Looking for distant gas. And then you put up the automatic extractor. Then you have the nodes, right? Or you have the supply depots are getting filled up, the silos, and then you send all that stuff down to main base with a bunch of pipes, or do you have to fly to every spot to go collect everything? I mean, the mineral and the gas deposits, that makes sense. You have these automated things, you fly to all of your spots around the map, and you're good to go. But the power thing is different. Being able to send power around, how does that work? Like, why would you even need a weird power spot all by itself if you can't move the power around, is my point. You know? The reason why I built this little power spot over here, and it seemed to be working, but I guess it doesn't, is, it seemed like I was needing a bit more power than what solar panels alone can provide. And I needed a bit of a boost, and I was still building things. And I figured that the power demand would increase. I wanted to really improve it by building this power spot with 1,000 power. But then it seems like as I'm pushing the power down, and once it crosses over into the neighboring territory, the power starts flowing, and the cable turns red. I'm pulling it from the battery generator off of it, and then it turns red at a certain point. Blip. You know? Maybe. Let's find out. What does Grok have to say? In No Man's Sky, trying to improve power generation from my base. I have a series of solar panels with backup fuel based generators, and a series of batteries to store the charge. Seems like not enough. As I expand my base build, I tried to attempt to obtain power through scanner identifying power in the terrain or acquisition with the electromagnetic. You gotta be specific with these prompts, people. Magnetic generator. I built a series of these EM gens. Electro generators notched in a hill a few hundred units of distance away. From my main base at another base. Oh, I think that's the problem. I think I know the problem is. I think I solved the problem. It's a weird thing. Maybe I solved the problem. So the solution might be to start at the main base, enter build mode, and then know where you're about to go because you already have it marked. And you build the track along the way from the main base all the way up to the thing in question. So in this case, I can keep what I have, maybe. Well, I think the whole point is to not make a second base. And then somehow extend the first base all the way out there, somehow. I'm not even sure how big the base can be. Seems kind of weird. Normally the footprint is only so large, but you can build beyond that. The game still lets you build. The game still lets you build all this. So for example, if I'm I'm over here. Well, hold on a second. Wait a minute, am I wrong here? Am I wrong? Hold on a second. Okay, I think I solved the problem. Am I wrong? Let me verify something before I announce what I'm wrong about. I think I solved the problem. I think the answer is I shouldn't have made a second base. I'm about to confirm that. Basically, the question and answer lies in what is a base? I've always known you can build the biofuel reactor anywhere, and that you can build this portable refiner anywhere, and that you can build the signal booster anywhere, and the save beacon anywhere. You know what I mean? But for some reason, it didn't really click to me that you can build anything anywhere. You know? I think you can build anything anywhere. I just want to test that, or I thought for some reason you only have the portfolio of all the things you can build if you're in a base footprint, but no, it's right there. In the future, you just got to put down the thing and then build the pipe to the base and you're fine. If I never built the second base, it wouldn't have an issue where base A starts to overlap into base B and the power won't flow. I'm pretty sure that is the answer. Right? Right. Right. So, to confirm this, I'm going to fly someplace really far away. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Braden. I'm pretty sure. Can you imagine messing up like this? Steven? Aha, I am right. I was right. Right, you can't build everything. You can only build the signal booster. Like this front page. Atmospheric harvester. You gotta put down the base computer. So the solution is to start at base A and just go from there. Alright, here we go. Let's just ask. I think I confirmed. I tried to connect power grids together, but it doesn't. Oh, what's up? Boom. Answer the question. Answer the question right now. In No Man's Sky. Separate base is separate, so the answer really is one base. Yep, makes sense to me. So, I fixed this like so, baby. The second I destroy the second base, it'll, destroy everything in that base. You know? And I think I have to build a separate thing to recover the material I spent. But here we go. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to destroy the second base, where I'm going to remove the items, and rebuild it with a nice path. We know where the power hotspot is. Answer the question. He's still talking? He's still talking. Ridiculous. Largest answer ever. Answer is
In No Man's Sky, connecting power grids between separate bases to share power, such as from your electromagnetic generators, EMGs, to your main base, is not possible due to game mechanics. Each base has its own independent power grid, and power cannot be shared between them directly. This is likely the core issue you're facing. Let's break down the problem, why your setup isn't working, and how to optimize your power generation based on your description and the provided context. Why your power grids aren't connecting. Separate bases, separate grids. In No Man's Sky, each base, defined by a base computer, operates as an autonomous entity with its own power grid. Even if you've built EMGs at a secondary base near a power hotspot, their power cannot be directly transferred to your main base's grid. The game explicitly prevents power sharing between bases, as noted in sources like No Man's Sky resources and community discussions on Steam. Your attempt to connect the grids likely failed because the wiring and generators are registered to different base computers, your main base and the secondary base with EMGs. The game's tooltip may show you're editing different bases when placing wires or generators, causing a mismatch. Wiring limitations. Electrical wiring can only transfer power within the build radius of a single base, up to 1000 U from the base computer, extendable to 1050 U with base expansion techniques. If your EMGs are at a secondary base a few hundred units away, they're likely outside the main base's build radius or registered to a different base, preventing power flow. If you ran wires from your main base to the EMGs, they may not connect properly if the EMGs are part of the secondary base's grid. Community reports, like those on Steam, highlight issues where wires fail to snap or connect across base boundaries due to this restriction. Potential bugs or misconfigurations. Older patches, pre-2021, had bugs where wiring connections would disappear or fail to snap, especially with EMGs or when expanding bases. While most of these were fixed by 2021, e.g., patch 2.13, you might be encountering a rare issue if your game isn't fully updated or if terrain manipulation disrupted connections. If the EMG show is online but not connected to grid, as described in a Steam thread, it's likely due to the base mismatch rather than a bug. Solutions to power your main base. To resolve the issue and improve your base's power generation, you have several options. The goal is to integrate the EMG's high-efficiency power into your main base's grid or optimize your existing setup. Option 1. Incorporate EMGs into your main base's grid. To use the EMG's power for your main base, you need to ensure they're part of the same base and grid.
I know how.
Here's how.
Buddy.
Extend your main base to the hotspot.
So I'm doing.
Check the distance between your main base and the EMG hotspot. If it's within 1000 U, use the analysis visor to measure horizontal distance. You can extend your main base's build radius to include the hotspot. Place structures, e.g., walls, prefabs, or batteries, at the edge of your current build radius to incrementally extend it by 50 U at a time. This allows you to build at the hotspot while editing your main base. When placing EMGs, ensure the build menu tooltip says editing, main base name, not the secondary base. If it shows the secondary base, you're outside the main base's radius or too close to the secondary base computer. Relocate the secondary base computer, optional. If the hotspot is too far, 1000 U, consider deleting the secondary base's base computer to free up the area. Then, extend
How
your main
far?
base's radius as above or move your main base computer closer to the hotspot.
I'll find it eventually.
Alternatively, keep the secondary base
Shoots
but build
485.
EMGs for it separately, and focus on powering your main base with new EMGs.
Silence. I know what to do. Don't think I know what to do. Huh? I know what to do. I just wanted to confirm. And this planet kind of sucks for the weather. So what I'm gonna do...
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Do 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 do. As long as we got each other. Got the world pooping right in our hands, baby. Bam. I'm coming to you, honey. I'm a riding down. How far can you stretch a cable?
Life support power low.
Crazy. Forever? Is the answer? Uh-oh. Well, it's nighttime now, so... The cable's still blue. Yay. There we go. Way up in the hill. Okay, up the hill. Oh. Incremental. It said base outside of range. Oh no. There we go. Oh no. Back over here. Oh no, I lost the base range. Okay, let's get back on this menu and stay here.
Suit power cells completed.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, I'm dying.
Technology recharge.
Whew.
Technology recharge.
Oh great. Base outside of range all of a sudden. Well, in the future, I have to plan out my pathing. I don't know. Base outside of range. But, I'm gonna put like a chair here. Would that help? What if I add like a wall or floor? What if I add just, you know, a little building? Right here. Might help. Might help a little bit. Add a door. There it is. No, well, I was trying to, well, I thought I had to have another base for my power generation, you know? And I was trying to connect the power from one base to another, but then I realized I can't do that. Then I destroyed the second base, and I was trying to extend the first base with a bunch of lights and stuff down to where the power thing is only like 400 meters away. I guess it's too far, and I'm hoping if I build this building here, it'll help me extend the base further. So I destroyed the second base because it wasn't letting me connect power grids, and Grok just confirmed the power doesn't spread. Now I'm trying to extend this a bit. Maybe that building might help. Okay, this is helping. I think me building that thing helped. Yeah. Nope. In the future, I think I just have to plan out my base position within a certain distance of existing resources, you know, on my future planet. I don't think I can get that power. I'll just leave this here. And I'll add more solar panels and more batteries. Is all I will do.
Technology recharge.
Now we gotta wait. So in theory, let's just imagine power, solar panel, metal plating, gold, chromatic metal, just fine. Each of these provide, doesn't even specify how much it provides. Isn't that just terrible? $50 each. Alright, that should help. A good 200 for the grid during the daytime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all nice and connected, and then you go here. Good, and then be fine, fine. And I'll put more solar panels right here. It's nice to have more power than what you need. Metal plating. That's it. For now. Gold. Okay, well, it's not true. It's not true that if the power's off, the cloaking device still works. I thought there was an indication of the power working or not, but it's not true. Okay, let's go add some batteries, and that requires condensed carbon. However, it's nighttime, and we have no power. What I could do is I can create a separate little diesel thing just for this box right here. And this box has all the stuff in it. See? Separate little grid. And now we have condensed carbon. You know? And magnetized ferrite. And a big stack of ferrite. Yep. So I'll go back inside and add more batteries. Per chance. Not enough batteries. I wanted this room just for batteries, but it's not enough batteries. Can't go that way. It could go that way. I think I can't add a hallway there because I already put a window there. But I can't target just the window. Let me go back outside and see what I can do there. You know, I'll just have to double stack this. Whoops. I guess I could double stack it in the back. Yeah, maybe. But it'll probably overlap into the building. Okay. Fine. And get that color scheme. And I'll go ahead and add a door here. Okay. Maybe. Right here. Right here. The railing going up. I need standard carbon. I hear power, sort of.
No free slots in suit inventory.
I'm adding more batteries. Staircase flowing. And batteries. Gotta have more batteries than what you need. Okay, and then more. More condensed carbon. Now I have access to everything else. More batteries. And more condensed carbon, please.
Technology recharge.
Very nice. I can start unloading a couple things while we're here. I couldn't do it earlier because there's no power. And the doors won't open. And look at that, salvage frigate module, awesome. And 2 multi-tool expansion slots. Very cool. Put all this other stuff away. Elsewhere. Cool. And I'll pull the exocraft back over in this little pocket. Good pocket for it. Okay. Phosphorus. Cordite. Gotta empty out whatever possible here. So that room in the future.
No free slots in suit inventory.
Certain things don't belong there. Alright, next. Next. Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry, I was thinking about things. Oh no. Okay. And I'll dump off a few things over here. A couple of those items belong in my nutrient processing storage. Good. A couple things belong in my ship. Good stuff. And that's it. That's what I really wanted to do here, but then all the other stuff came in play. The main issue was when I got here, there was no power. You know? No power. Now let's just see how much we have to work with. How's that grid faring? Magnetized ferrite and condensed carbon. More condensed carbon. And the ferrite. Boom. I'll hold that on me. It comes up every so often, maybe.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay, more batteries. So the grid is holding 112,000. You know, that's over time, so you have to have a lot of power to last over time. This might be enough batteries. Trying to keep all the batteries back over there. But I can have a few more. Nope. Let's just see if this many batteries alone be good enough. Okay, that's good. Now I'll get my harvest here. I think there's a quest to harvest your own crops. Or a milestone, I mean. Okay, that's it. And I guess I'll add... Well, that's probably also it. The fact that these guys here died. The fuel generators weren't producing enough. Yeah, this is my main base I'm working with.
Technology recharge.
When I got here, there's no power. Well, it's sort of my main base. But it's not going to be my permanent main base because it's not in a good spot. I have to find a better spot. Hey there, buddy. I'm going to find a better spot that's within a nice radius of certain resources after using my scanner. I'll actually plan it out. I just had to make this base here because I needed cadmium for long term. The cadmium. Okay, so where the heck am I? Ah, yes. The teleport cable. Well, I don't really need this anymore. I was going to build this teleportation unit to get all the way to the other base, but we don't need that. But what I could do is this. I'll move side B. Upstairs over here. That's a good spot. For side B. You know? And then I connect the teleporter. I will connect the teleporter. Okay. Blink and... Done. Whee! Yay! Storage. That way I can, yeah. Maybe downstairs is better. I don't know. Upstairs. Okay, that works. And now we head back. I could put away a few more things.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I think I'll go now. How much? I only have 2. Multi-tool expansion, salvage frigate module, very nice. Yeah. I think now we're going to leave here by teleporter. Fine so far. I'll add more doodads to the roof. I just want to make sure that we had enough power here before moving on.
Technology recharge.
Power. Teleport. Yep. Has a good flow to it. Good flow. 2 landing pads. A road going that way and the icy flim flam, and there's stuff out there. Oh yeah. Everything's good. Back to the freighter. Woohoo! Okay. Teleport right about now. What I was waiting for. You're not the boss of me now. And you're not so big. Mino chamber, huh? I can make that, can't I? Don't have the recipe for the... Oh, I do. I don't have any chlorine. Oh, I gotta buy it. But first, I bought stuff in the system.
Product received.
Buy 1 unstable plasma. I'll buy some chlorine. Let's see if I can make ammonia. Probably sure. And all right. Fungal mold and salt. Wait a minute. No. I want chlorine. Rain from the ocean. Some weird thing. Is it from the ocean where you make pools? Product material, yeah. Salt into chlorine. Okay. Chlorine is salt concentrate, or salt. So basically salt. Salt and oxygen, salt alone. Salt back and forth. I used to do it quite a bit. So I have salt. I have salt. I said I have salt. Oh my gosh. That's not salt. I put away the salt and I took the ammonia. They're both green. NaCl. Sodium chloride, you know. Maybe I can strip it. Okay, me half, 50. Begin. I'll make a few batches of 50. 20. $45. Right there. However much it takes to go do this thing I'm trying to go do. The chlorine, I got it, everybody. I got the chlorine. And now, the amino chamber, right? I did it. Oh no. Normally I'll put it down the main hallway. So if I remove that section and add the portal right here, you're kind of forced to walk around it, you see? It kind of breaks up the space a bit. That really is the bridge here. Don't need that. I need these standard hallways back online. This is... I don't like that plant area as much, but it's fine. That makes sense. Alright, that's good. So now, I want to be salvaging my old ships. That's what I wanted to do. You see, I was trying to get that teleporter online so I could then select one of these broken ships, right? And make it my primary ship. This is the workaround, by the way. The workaround to avoid having to repair the ship. Before I was trying to see how much of the ship I had to repair. But the workaround, well, to be able to salvage the ship has to be in the space station. And if that ship isn't your main ship, it has to kind of fly in. So let's go down to the local space station, or anywhere. This one has a scientist icon. Let's go there. This is Korvax as well. Yay for on-ship teleportation. So now, go over here. There's my ship. Begin salvage analysis. And claim 1,000,000 units over. Extract customization module. I'll extract the customization module. And oh yeah, salvage the hull. Oh, you choose a part. And now I have a part. And then I just gotta do that several more times. Let's do that several more times really quick. Back to my ship. It's gonna loop around until all my ships are gone. Don't mind me. Now I have to run. Get the other ship. Okay, and then there's like well, at least one more after this. Yeah, I think just one more after this. Then we teleport back. It takes mere minutes, okay? The first time I salvaged a ship, I chose money. Okay? Because I needed it. Millions of dollars. Extract customization module. And maybe the wings or the hull. Let's go for the... Ooh. The wings. One more time. One more time.
Shield down.
Alright. Let me go back on down. And what do I want for that? I want the... what, the engine or something? The cockpit. Maybe the cockpit. I'll hire the scientist. Okay. Well. Ooh, they're in my ship. Interesting. They have a certain value as well. Go break down this last cluster. Savage. Can't break it down. Done. Over here. Oh. Spider. Oh, I do got wings. Ooh. Alright, well, there it is. There it is. Let's swap out my ship. Ooh, that was scary. I didn't see my stuff. Your settlement is now A class. Cool. The settlements I've tried to go to so far have been ghost towns. Is there an issue with that? I've been to a couple of settlements so far, and I couldn't find anybody inside of it. I clicked on the kiosk. I couldn't find anybody. You know, I want to be in charge of a couple settlements here. Oh, let's go find that scientist. I don't think he's really here. Is that my primary mission right now? Okay, I'm gonna find a different station, okay? That's a cool ship. I like that ship. Ooh. But I'm currently upgrading my current ship. Okay, I gotta advance the campaign. Gotcha. Alright, I'll try harder. That's a pretty cool ship. Oh well. Just a couple million off. Well, so now we have a different mission. Let's go do a different mission. Okay. I'm gonna start off by going back to my freighter. See if I have anything to turn in here first. Nope, that'll happen. And I'll go from there. I'll go to some other system that has some good boss cell rate. And the current trade surge should be over by now. Over here. Mission stuff. Oh, that's the main issue. Temporal warp computer. A black market. Ooh. Nope, don't got that. Ah, oh, failing economy, whatever that means. Okay, over here. Buy 54. Sell 46. Sell 75. I don't have the means to get there. But I can go to this mining facility. For this mining community and kill a pirate. Oh yeah. Go see how much everything might be. I gotta take a break really quick, just for a second, okay, everybody? Alright. Okay. Right here, 56, 38, 68.7% off. That's it. I'll buy one launch fuel. That's it. I'll drop off a couple of these things here. Pulse engine module. Right here. So I'm gonna store this technology right here, and then move this technology. See how it's touching? Then move this tech back over here. Very good. Slide it around here. And this extra star shield. All this material which happens to be manufacturing. Weird stuff, and then manufacturing. And what are you? Mining. What are you? High tech. Other weird thing. Oh, I got the bromide salt. Okay. For that drop-off mission. It said go acquire some more, sucker. Get rid of it. Keep all the bromide salt. And everything else is fine with the multi-tool expansion slot as well. And drop off these materium. Meaty chunks. Okay, I'll be right back. Right back. Right. Got you back in just a couple seconds. Yee-hoo. Yee-hoo.
Every setback is some more. It's part of the good game. It's all about the climb, no need to feel ashamed. Learn to fail, it's the only way to grow. Keep pushing forward, let your determination show. Gotta train, gotta practice, gotta hone your